What's up, nerds? I'm back with another Open BVE tutorial video. Now, you may have seen on my feed recently that I published a short saying that I was canceling my Dropbox subscription. Well, that's true. I am canceling the Dropbox subscription, and the reason why I announced that is because the Open BVE project for the Type 12s is hosted on my Dropbox, and well, I said that I would be in the process of migrating it to some place new. At the time that I posted that, I didn't know exactly where. But this morning I did some thinking about it again, and I found a permanent place for this project to live and for you guys to make forks of it and basically do whatever you want with it. I'm bringing the project to GitHub, and that's what this video is, telling you that the project now lives on GitHub. I'm also going to be uploading all of my MBTA game-related assets to GitHub as well, including like photographs for interior references and textures, 3D LiDAR scans, audio recordings, videos if applicable. I may not upload a lot of videos to GitHub itself because, one, if you publish a release, it has a maximum of I think at least 2.8 gigabytes you have a max of uploading on there, so there is that limitation. But I will try to include as many of the assets that I use for these projects to you guys, because quite frankly, it's time I make this project open source. You guys can make forks of it and do whatever you want with it. I was originally thinking of making this a paid project only, but the more I thought about it, I was like, I can't stand behind that. I can't tell you how many times I've wanted to get some private project of someone's. A good example of this was there's one car that I love more than anything in this world, and it's the 2013 Mustang. Now, someone made a mod of that for BeamNG Drive. Problem is, I would have to fork up 20 clams in order to afford that, or to get the mod, and I was like, absolutely not. I'm not gonna spend 20 clams on something I'm gonna play around with for like maybe a couple weeks at most and probably forget about and maybe touch again in a few years. So the amount of money I would be spending on it just didn't seem worth it to me. But I cannot tell you how many times I've gone and I've pirated something because it was closed source and the author was strictly trying to make money off of it. And I've always gone around that stuff because I want to use stuff that people make, and I think that art in particular should be free and accessible to everyone. So after thinking about that aspect, I figured I'd make it open source and allow you guys to do whatever you so please with it. Of course, my original build will live on my GitHub, but you can make a fork of these projects and do whatever you so please with them. But anyways, I might as well show you guys how to get to my GitHub. For one, the link is in the description below. You can go to my GitHub page, and under my repositories, you will have all the things that you can download there. A second is it will be posted under, if you go to my home channel, it will be under my links at the top menu bar. Before you scroll down or see any of my videos, it's up there. As well as I'll just show you guys here because I have a freaking web browser pulled up right here. So, oops. Which one is this? Okay. There we go. It's been a while since I touched this PC. So anyways, when you open up a browser, to get to my GitHub, you just go to github.com/NIKOLAI6969, and it brings you to my GitHub page. And as you can see right here, we have the MBTA Orange Line 1200 series in Open BVE project right here, where you have a little bit of overview and whatnot. As you can see over in the sidebar here, you have releases, in which I posted one 11 minutes ago. That is the most recent release that I made, or the latest build that I made, build C1235, from approximately September of 2024. So I packaged that up in a zip file and I sent it out to you guys. So I don't know why it says Alpha 3 is above C1235, but either way, the latest one is this one here, the one posted 11 minutes ago. This is the latest one. What I've done to this is that I've removed any of the Adobe Photoshop document files, so it doesn't take up a metric ton of space on your hard drive anymore. That was the problem plaguing this entire project, was that there was just so much junk cluttered in the file that I released to the public that it just bogged down performance and everything. I'm still working on performance optimizations for this entire mod, as I've looked at it. It's so bad. Either way. So yeah, you can download that here, and if we go back to my page, you can also see I've created a second repository in which I will be making a first I will be strictly making the UTDC 1700 series trains, as there are more of them available, and more pure sets are strictly on the line. Now, if you don't know what I mean by that, is that pure sets is when there are only 17 type cars in a set. No 15s or 16s. I'll explain that in a different video because you guys don't really care. Either way, this will be another project that will be available soon as I work on it just a little bit more. Updates will be coming soon. Anyways, that is my GitHub, and that's what this video is all about. So, with that, I want to thank you guys for watching. If you liked what you saw, go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace, nerds.